Cycling fans everywhere. Despite the somewhat uneven profile at the middle of the stage, the ambition of the sprinters' teams should not be dampened. The flat closing stretch is made for them, and they'll do their all to set up a bunched finish. This good puncher isn't too bad to ride on the flat. He's also got a significant turn of speed. The riders are now following the Var River. They'll soon be turning left onto roads that are not so flat.
You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint. The short climbs are approaching, guys. No worries. We're too far from the finish for anything major to happen. You are 2 kilometers from the top.
The riders are beginning the ascent of the second difficulty of the day, the Col du Pilon. It's the longest climb of the day. Classified as second category, the ascent earns 5 points for the first rider, 3 points for the second.
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
The next King of the Mountain summit is ranked as a third category. Only the first 2 riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification.
Well, there's not much going on today. You are 2 kilometers from the top. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
As they pass through the town of Castellan, the riders will take advantage of the feed zone. They'll then climb the Col de Lec, the penultimate difficulty of the day.
You are 2 kilometers from the top. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
The first 15 in the intermediate sprint score points for the green jersey. The first will pocket 20 extra points.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint. You are 2 kilometers from the top. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The breakaway is in the sight of the peloton. There's little chance that it can hold off the sprinters' teams. The breakaway is hanging on, but I can't see how he can hold off the sprinters' team. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
Okay, I'll protect him. Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint. We need to score points for the green jersey.
The sprinters are ready to fight it out. Well positioned on the wheel of their team members, they'll soon be burning rubber. The red pennant for the peloton.
Go! 1 kilometer! Give it all you've got!
It's today's source of comfort.
moment for the contenders for final victory. With 3 first category climbs, they'll have to show themselves. Otherwise, they'll start to tour with a crippling deficit.
Okay, lads. The main climbs lie in the first half of the stage. There shouldn't be a major tussle there, but do watch out in the closing kilometers. They're ideal to blow the race apart.
Labelled as puncher, he does very well in the mountains and has a good turn of speed.
His team is at full throttle. They have no one at the front. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
For the moment, any breakaway has drawn a blank. Counter-attack. Watch out. He's well ranked on the climber standings. He doesn't want to break away to leave without him because of the combativity classification.
The counter-attacking group can't be allowed to merge. Otherwise, there'll be too many of you and the peloton will continue to ride hard.
The breakaway will soon fight it out with the intermediate sprint. The first will pocket 20 points towards the green jersey.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Don't waste too much energy now. His teammates are hunting down the counter attack.
It's not over. There's a counter-attack.
Forza ragazzi, continuate!
One and a half minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. The front of the race is starting the first climb of the day, the Col Saint-Martin, also known as the Col de la Colmiane, in reference to the ski resort at the summit.
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
The pass is a first category climb. The riders can score 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 points towards the mountains classic.
The yellow jersey is 1 minute 30 away from you. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
The descent will take the riders towards the Col de Turini, the main difficulty of the day.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. He's one of the very best climbers, capable of accelerating on any summit climb. Dan Martin is undoubtedly one of the best punchers in the peloton, but you must also watch out for him in the mountains. Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well. The gap with the yellow jerseys melting away. The SKPs will have difficulties going all the way to the finish.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
The Col de Turini is a first category climb. It will therefore earn 10 points in the best climber classification for the first one over the top.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch. The peloton is 2 kilometers from the summit. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey.
Today's main difficulties are over for the riders at the front. They will now turn back towards Nice for the closing kilometres that harbour some short climbs that are conducive to attacks. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The riders are onto the Col d'Aise, a well-known climb because it's a regular feature of Paris-Nice. An ascent that's often decisive due to the fact that it's an important part of a final time trial. 1.5 lead to the head of the race over the favourite.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
The summit of the Col d'Aise is now behind the first riders. They'll start heading back towards Nice and climb part of the Col d'Aise again. The first 3 riders will gain time bonuses of 8, 5 and 2 seconds in the general classification.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. Although his list of achievements is short, at the side of his various leaders, Mikel Landa has proved that he's one of the best climbers in the peloton. Another 20 kilometers to go before knowing the name of the stage winner.
meters, you'll be starting the Col d'Air's climb again. That will turn 3 kilometers before the top. That's the Col de Quatre Chemins. There will be mountain points as well as time bonuses for the first 3 to the top.
The last climb of the day's on, the Col de Quatre Chemins. It's a pared-down version of the Col d'Air's, and it should prove to be decisive for stage victory. This last ascent is a bonus point climb because it offers time bonuses of 8, 5 and 2 seconds in the general classification, as well as the usual points for the best climber classification.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
The riders up front have a 1-minute lead on the favourites group. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. Okay, I'll wait for you.
Less than a kilometre from the summit, the race leaders are still neck and neck. It should be they who fight it out for victory. The leading rider noses down towards the finish. He'll have to keep pushing right to the line as the chasers are less than 30 seconds behind.
Go, guys. You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey. Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Final kilometre of this stage.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. It's the final stage, guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Grand Depart in the Nice hinterland. We have an unusual route for this first stage because in a rare event for the Tour de France, the riders will have to complete 3 big circuits. However, that probably won't upset the scenario of the stage, which should end in a bunch sprint on the Promenade des Anglais.
Guys, the road climbs as soon as you leave Nice. The early breakaway should quickly get going.
They're off. The riders are already on the Côte de Rimier. They'll have to climb it 3 times today. The brake still isn't done. They're stepping on the pedal at the front of the peloton. The Côte de Rimier is a 3rd category ascent for the best climber classification. It will earn 2 points and 1 point for the first 2 riders to the top.
Guys, at the top of the climb, don't ease up straight away. After a short ledge, it will continue upwards for 7 kilometers. You were first over the top of the climb. It's good. It looks like you've got an exit slip from the peloton. It's riding quiet.
Okay, we'll relay flat out.
Venga, ánimo.
Allez les gars, courage. Courage, vas-y.
Continuez comme ça.
Vas-y, oui, oui.
You're off on your own, but given the profile, it's mission impossible. I hope you get reinforcements.
The riders will now follow the route along the Var River that will close this stage. It's a wide road without any bends on a descending falls flat, thus favouring the work of the sprinters' teams.
Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway. The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. Here goes the second descent to the Côte de Rimier. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. This good puncher isn't too bad to ride on the flat. He's also got a significant turn of speed.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The breakaway is losing ground.
You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, you're the best placed for the green jersey.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
You're the best placed in the breakaway for the mountain classification. Guys, you're 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Last climb of the Côte de Rimier for the breakaway.
You are 2 kilometers from the top. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. Guys, this time it doesn't descend directly back down toward. There'll be a long 7-kilometer false flat of about 3%. The descent that follows twists a fair bit, so you'll have to be careful. The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
The men at the front have finished with the climbs for the day. Now it will be downhill until Nice, with no obstacle on the way.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Sí, sois los mejores.
There's movement at the head of the peloton. The front of the race is at the base of the descent. The road to the line is free of any problem. The peloton is 1 minute away. Another 20 kilometers to go before the line. The expected mass sprint finish is more and more likely. The breakaway's lead doesn't seem to be enough to hold off the sprinters' teams. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Lâchez rien, allez.
At 15 kilometers from the finish, everything is still left to play for. The sprinters' teams cannot ease the tempo if they want to catch the breakaway before the line.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Stay focused. You know the finish. You've already been through there twice. There's no particular hazard to be mentioned. Go!
Arriba, chavales. Venga, apretad un poco.
10 kilometers. You'll have trouble seeing it through to the end. Come on, stay focused. You can make it. Go, go! Five kilometers before the line. You should be in with a chance of a victory. You can afford to wait until the last moment. You're the fastest in a sprint.
There's movement at the head of the peloton. Less than 3 kilometers for the breakaway, and we'll fight it out for victory in a sprint.
You have 30 seconds lead.
The breakaway is at the red pennant.
Last kilometer. Don't look back. The peloton is right behind you.
Chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all...